All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Abusele out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Messi. 5 to shoot. The 3 from McCollum. Offensive rebound. It's it alive. Williamson on the follow.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And in that pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands.
Williamson against Oubre. Oubre with the steal. About a minute played so far here in the first. And the shot goes in.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Abusele. Outside, Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 5.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
McCollum passes to Alvarado. Back to McCollum. To the middle. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him to the left wing. McCollum outside. Fires the 3. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
So comfortable off the feed. McCollum has made a lot of these over the years.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Back to Maxey. From downtown. Nailed from three-point land. Maxey's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oubre kicks to Maxey. Oubre on the wing, covered by Williamson. Here's Maxey. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wills that one in off the contact.
Olynyk sets a screen for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Leading by 5. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plague their starting unit.
Yeah, and that comes down to playing reckless defense. They need to have more discipline and do a better job of guarding without fouling.
A veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night, pencil him in. 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Now Drummond. Oubre outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Oubre's got 7 points.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Alvarado. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Outside, Maxey. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
The 76ers leading by 6. So, Stan, I'm looking at this Pelicans roster. They've done a great job building through trades, signing kids off the street, and acquiring talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Kevin, that anyone's done a better job of putting together a roster so deep and talented. And as you said, they've done it in so many ways. Draft, trade, undrafted guys. Just a tremendous job.
Really something. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Lonnie Walker. Then it's Butler. And it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Bona. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
And the first one drops. And the Pelicans making a change here. Reeves is checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 7 to the inside.
76ers foul. Gershon Yabusele. Personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans. Number 0. Kia. Number 00.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Olynyk, a screen on Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Master Olynyk shoots the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Olynyk's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you can't overlook this part of Olynyk's game. He will drop 3-pointers on you when he can.
Down low. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Here's Hawkins. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. We know Coach Jordan Hawkins has already shown upside as a sharpshooter.
Yeah, Kevin, and here's what sets him apart. There's a lot of guys in the league who can make spot-up threes. But Jordan Hawkins is great on the move, and defenders have a very tough time chasing him around, and he's got the confidence you need to be great. Hey, they rely on Hawkins to stretch the floor for them.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. It's a three-point game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Both teams deciding to change it up. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Here's Messi. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Williamson. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, that's Zion's bread and butter. Absorbing and dishing out contact inside.
For 3, Oubre. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Messi. 1:37 left in the first half. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Alvarado. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now, here's Maxey. 13 points in the game. Another shot, Drummond, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, I love the aggressiveness from Drummond. Fighting for his shot while taking the foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Grimes. Ripped away. McCollum left side. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Now it's just a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. The 76ers have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The first one falls.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. McCollum outside for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Maxey looking it over. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. And here's McCollum. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers on top. They're up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Looking at Philadelphia, a month left in the season, we still don't get to know where they land. Playoffs, play-in, or Cancun. A lot of options on the table.
Man, I know which they prefer, but it's going to take some good play down the stretch to get it done.
Switching back now to the Philadelphia 76ers, they've been fighting it out through the first half of play.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. The lead is 2. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Zion Williamson is out there with Olynyk. And it's Maxey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says, these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
DA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Here's Williamson. Philadelphia able to drain the three. 6 to shoot. Pass to McCollum. From deep. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got 16 points.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Now, here's Maxey. 16 points for him. Lets it go. Messi grabs the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Loads it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Here's Yabusele. Outside, Maxey. Another three for Philadelphia. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
And that one misses. New Orleans making some changes here. Brown is checked in for Williamson. And Hawkins subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Butler comes in for Maxey. And he's good on the second. Pelicans trail by 4. There's the pick. Here's McCollum. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Well, and they have to just keep feeding C.J. McCollum. He is on a heater.
Out to the right wing. Inside, here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup. Edwards got his first basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
1:32 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Olynyk. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 6. From 18 feet away, it's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Grimes. 5 points in the game. Butler passes to Grimes. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Grimes has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Hawkins with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. A steal. The finish. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Pass to McCollum to stop the run. It's Drummond with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point 76ers lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 21. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hawkins. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pelicans trail by 11. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Butler. He's out there with Walker. And it's Edwards in at the force.
76ers foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
First free throw is good. The Pelicans making a switch here. Quinones is checked in. So he gets them both. The 76ers leading by 9. Walker taking his time here. Three-pointer. Butler hands it from downtown.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Reeves is checked in.
Number 12.
Here's Bona. Back to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Brown. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Rebound by the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Now here's Butler. Here's Council. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Pelicans shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Hawkins. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. And the 76ers with some changes. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Yabusele. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here's McCollum and Joe Linnick. Floats it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Look out below. Zion came flying in to finish that alley-oop.
The 76ers leading by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Maxey. Count it. Maxey's got 21.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Olynyk the pass to Williamson. McCollum outside. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. 24 points for him.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situation. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
Now, here's Maxey. There's a screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Maxey's got 11 points here in just the second half. McCollum up top. Williamson outside. And it's Alvarado in the corner. A three from McCollum. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Maxey. He takes it in through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. Pelicans trail by 8. McCollum looking it over. Olynyk has the open look, and the three ball is good.
The vet stepping up. Kelly Olynyk ready in these key spots.
Now, here's Maxey. He's defended by Alvarado. And that one's good, Maxey.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Grimes. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Kicks it out to Maxey. Tries again, and the basket is good. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
And the basket by McCollum. And an intentional foul right there.
CJ McCollum. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
CJ McCollum. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey.
Take a break. Take a
Taking
break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Maxey really just does everything for his team. A selfless young player.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here's Olynyk. 3 from the inbound. It's Drummond with the rebound. So the 76ers win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.